Hey, my babies. How y'all doing today? I just woke up from the best dream ever. I saw myself teaching, and I was given a lesson on healing. If you want to hear my story, like and subscribe to my channel. Hold on for a while, y'all, and just listen to what I got to say about healing. I dreamed that I was telling people how to be healed because I'm being healed. I am being healed. I am being healed right now, y'all. I went to the doctor today. If you follow my channel, you know I went to Cleveland 2 weeks ago to get a second opinion. My second opinion sent me back to my first, where I came from. They told me they couldn't help me because there was no one that exists in the world with my issue, and there's no data on my situation. The situation is the heart transplant that I now have is in rejection for the third time, and the donor bodies keep developing, and it's like my body is warring with the donor bodies. My immune system is on guard. I want to thank God for my immune system. Even though they're trying to dumb down my immune system, because if I have a strong immune system, it's going to eat the heart out. It's going to fight against everything they're trying to do, because the donor heart isn't mine, and my body's recognizing that it isn't mine. So my immune system is seeing it as an enemy. So my immune system is trying to get rid of it, not knowing that we need it. Like, you can't fight the heart. Without the heart, neither of us will survive these things. So my doctors are having an issue with trying to talk to my immune system, trying to get my immune system to calm down, to get my immune system to stop fighting. God is so perfect. God is so good, y'all. So I went to Cleveland to get a second opinion because I have been through every procedure that can be thought of. Every procedure that has been created. And I've developed a wall. Like, I don't like saying that I'm tired, but I ain't finna keep going through that. Like, if I'm gonna serve God, and this is the talk that I had with God, because I don't believe God is in the sky. I don't believe he's in the sea. I believe God is sitting right here inside of me, going through this stuff with me, knowing every possible outcome, knowing every needle, every tube, every knife, scalpel, every stitch, every IV, every blood drawn, every lab test. I believe God's sitting here going through this with me, and I just wanted to be like, what are you waiting on? What are you doing? And I believe God want to show them something, but he's using me as the object of his affection, of his greatness, of his goodness. And we all want to be used by God. But be careful when you say, God, use me, because God out there, God thinking ain't like our thinking. I wouldn't have thought in a million years he would have took me through this when I said, use me, Lord, to uplift your kingdom. Use me how you see fit. When you say that, you totally give up control. You don't have nothing to do with what God working on, but you get to be a part of it, and you get to witness it, and you get to be the bearer of the good news. You get to be John. You get to spread the good news. You get to talk about it. It's your experience. So you become a catalyst in this thing, right? So today, I went back to my doctor after I was told there was nothing they could do for me in Cleveland. The best thing for me to do is to stick with the doctor I have. They were praising my doctor, saying he was doing a good job. He's thought of things that they haven't thought of. And they messed around and told me that if I couldn't get rid of the antibodies, that I would have to go back on the heart transplant list, and I would have to, you know, try to get another heart. Y'all, I don't want to go through that no more. Like, if you only know what a heart transplant is like that's not something I want to experience for the second time. That first time was enough for me. And I just believe God don't make mistakes. Somebody died on that day so I can live on that day. That was not a coincidence. That waiting list is 20 years long. It's still 20 years long. And I got moved up to the first person. And I got my heart in a month and 2 weeks. And I had 2 weeks to live. And God sent me to the hospital that I was supposed to go to get the heart. I didn't even know the hospital existed. See, I got so much to go on that I can't believe what they're telling me, because they were all saying, no, it's not possible. You know, the waiting list is too long. Hearts haven't came through here in 15 years. But me, but me, I showed up and I proved all of them wrong, because I'm following the voice of God. I'm following directions. I'm that close to God. So when I went to Cleveland, they sent me back. I was kind of relieved, because I didn't want to have to go through all this stuff again. They would have to relearn me. They would run new tests on me, or tests I already done been through. So when I went to my doctor today, I told him, because he wanted to talk to me, because they want to do these infusions on me, and I was supposed to get them today, but I called myself running. Like, I was like, no, because when they told me about the infusions, y'all, I was in a really good mood. But when they told me about the infusions and all I had to go through, I started crying out of nowhere. And that was not me. I was happy. So I feel like my body was crying out for help. Like my body was saying, no more. No more. Like, I don't want to go through it anymore. It wasn't me crying. I have disassociated myself with my body, like totally disconnected. I'm still connected to my body, but I don't try to tell my body what to do. I don't get in the way of the way my body works, because that's not what I was created for. I'm not the body. God created me one way, and he created the body to do another thing, and he created the body to carry me around. And I don't think God gave me a broke down, busted, disgusted, can't work meat suit, if you want to call it. I call this my spaceship, y'all. God put me in a perfect place, and I'm in perfect harmony. So I learned the difference between me and my body. I am not my body. So today, I talked to my doctor, and I said, why you didn't tell me that if I can't get rid of these antibodies, I would have to go back on the heart transplant list? Like, I would have to do this all over again. He said, because I didn't want to tell you that, because I don't want to believe that. He said, you've shown me so much throughout my career, like the things that I've seen you overcome, the obstacles. He said, I've just seen, and he said, I just didn't want to tell you that because I don't believe that's gonna be it. Like there is something we can do. It's just gotta come to us. Like we all just gotta pray. Y'all, to hear your doctor talk like that is so uplifting. It's so uplifting. It gives you courage because this man, from what I was told in Cleveland, have had to compromise himself to save me, and it worked. Like this man is coming up with things that no other doctors come up with. So I've accepted the fact that I am the only person that exists with this issue. There is no data. They keep saying there is no data. I am the data. And I'm going to help somebody that has this issue. This has to be the only reason why I'm going through this. I'm chosen because there's going to be new treatments coming. There's going to be a new way. And I feel like my doctor is on the cutting edge of it because he's making breakthroughs with me. So he was like, I didn't want to tell you that today because he said the truth of the matter is it's deeper than that. He said, truth be told, if we can't get rid of these antibodies, you can't even go on the heart transplant list. He said, because your body would do the same thing with the heart, with the new heart, your body would fight it. He said, so I didn't want to tell you that. He said, we fighting right now and we aren't at that stage. Thank God we're not at that stage. But if we don't get this under control, then we are going to be at that stage. So he said, we're going to keep fighting. He said, I know you don't want these infusions because you have been through so much. He said, but I believe you strong enough. He said, you're a fighter. He said, it's something about you. He said, if you were my sister, and me being a doctor, he said, with the love that I have for my sister and with the love that I've developed for you, he said, I would tell you to do it. I would tell you to get the infusions. Like it's worth a fight. So I left that doctor's office and I told them before I left, I said, I feel different. I'm looking at this thing on a new level now. I feel like everything is going to be okay, that everything is worked out. I don't believe anything that's happened wasn't supposed to happen. I said the relationship I've had with my body for these last 2 weeks, the talks that we've had, I think we're finally in agreement now. I said, when you run these lab tests today, you're going to call me back and for the first time, you're going to say, this is the best lab results we've ever had on you. I just know it. I just know it. I said, when you test me for these antibodies, I said, because I've had time to work. I've had time to manifest. I've had time to talk to my body. I've had personal time with my body, and we have been in this thing, and I feel like we're in agreement now. We're in alignment now. I get it. I kind of understand what God's been trying to tell me for the longest, and I'm finally catching on. I said, test me for the antibodies again before I say yes to these infusions because I don't feel like I'm gonna need the infusions. He said, why do you think that when it's so many antibodies running through your body? He said, we got to start something and we need to start something now. I said, you ain't gonna believe this, but I believe when I caught COVID in January, I believe COVID did something to me. It went in there and rearranged some things and changed some things. Have y'all ever heard of a sickness making you better. Come on this side where I'm at. Everything is used for your good. Whatever the devil throw at you, God gonna turn around and use it for your good. And I don't think COVID is evil. I don't think COVID is the culprit. I think COVID has an assignment just like the wind has an assignment. I think COVID has an assignment just like the tornadoes have a assignment. I think the even fire has an assignment. I mean, who controls how hot it gets? Who controls how far it spreads? Who controls when it goes out? I mean, because you could try to put a fire out all you want to. If it wants to go a certain length, a certain yard, a certain feet, you can't do nothing about it. You can spread water from planes. You could do all they do to put out fires. But if it's meant to burn for a certain amount of time, man don't have nothing to do with stuff like that. These are elemental issues. And I have a flesh heart. I don't have a machine put in my body. I don't have a pig heart. I don't have something created in a lab. I got something in me that was created by the words of God. I got something that came from God. It's flesh. It don't matter the DNA. It doesn't matter who it came from. God gave it to me. And God give good gifts. And I done seen this heart in trouble too many times. I mean, like just this year alone, y'all, my heart done went to 10% twice. And look at me. I'm still here. So, am I going to jump ship now? No, not in the middle. No, I want to see this thing through. So, when he told me that today, y'all, I got cocky. I got cocky, like I grew some balls, like I could feel the balls dangling down there because I'm like, this is my life. You don't know sickness run me. Can't no sickness touch me. I said, run those antibodies by again because the lab results gonna shock y'all today. Now just wait till you do the antibody test. They ain't gonna be there. This stuff is not necessary. I truly believe COVID went inside my body and ate up the antibodies, and nothing can tell me any different. I'm not gonna believe any different. I believe that my DNA needed to shift. My DNA needed to change. There had to be something like new codes exist in me. I'm not the same person I was in January. I changed in January when I got COVID because I whooped COVID ass. I controlled COVID. Like I had so much firepower here at this house just with the medicines that they give me. When I left the hospital, they gave me something to fight out bacteria in my lungs. Like, why would they give me something like that? I don't have any lung issues. They said this is just in case you come up with something. Y'all, I had so much firepower in here. I had COVID in the freaking headlock. I whooped COVID's ass. COVID was only allowed to go so far. It was only allowed to do so much. And I believe that me catching COVID did something. It might sound crazy, y'all, but remember this, my journey, my body, my story, my experience. And I am the only one that exists in the world with my issue. So something miraculous has to happen with me. Something supernatural, something mysterious, because there's no data. So when I left that hospital today, I walked out of there. I walked by the elevators. I was the only one by the elevators. And I didn't mash the button. I sat there and I said, body, did you hear all of that? Did you take all of that in? You know, this is really riding on you. Like, you really decide whether we're going to be here tomorrow or next week or next month. They're saying that if you don't get your shit together, you don't get another heart. You don't even get to go on the waiting list to get another heart. So you need to do something. You need to show them what you're made of. I'm not you. I can only believe for you. I can only pray for you. I can only go to faith for you and ask for your healing. But healing was instilled in you. Healing is part of your makeup. How come when I get scratched a couple days later, the scratch is gone? How can I get burned a couple weeks later, the burn mark is gone? How could I catch COVID and then a couple of weeks later, I'm fine? So you're not going to play this weak role with me. You're not going to fail me because I have been good to you. I am the reason you're able to get up, walk around, and experience the things that you experience. Now, how is it that I believe in you and you're showing negativity? You're showing weakness. How can I be this strong and you don't believe me? Come on. I've seen you dead. My true self, have seen you laying on a hospital bed lifeless. And I've come back to you and I brought you life. You owe me. You owe me. So you need to get it together because I have come out of you 5 times and I return to you every time. So we're in a bond. We're in a relationship. I am going to demand that you cut this out. Whatever this is you got going on with the weak shit, you can can it because I've seen you in action. You know how to get rid of those antibodies. You know how to balance yourself. You're not dumb. You're intelligent. You're infinite intelligence. I'm not going to sit here and keep begging that you get your ass up and do right by me. No, I'm not doing that. And then I told you, you want to act up, I'll bring you to these people every time. Let them cut on you, poke on you, stab on you, whatever you choose to do, because what happens to you affects me. And when you're in pain, I know it. And I think it's me, but it's not. It's you crying out, but we're connected. So you cut this shit out. You stop this. And you show them what you made of. You show them what God created, what God did, what God put in you. You stop getting these negative ass reports. You stop lying. You stop lying to me. Stop making me look crazy. I'm telling people there's healing in believing. There's healing in thinking positive. There's healing in believing in God. And you sitting up here giving me bad reports? How dare you? How freaking dare you keep me in the hospital for months at a time when I got shit to do? When I got a life to live, and you get to come along with me and experience all this goodness that I have to offer. You're not in control. I am. I am. Life was given to me. I am the life. And you have life because of me. So you need to cut this shit out. I ain't falling for this. So when they call me today, guess what? I better get the best report I done ever had. Ain't no more of this weak crap. You're not allowed to play these games no more. Because I'm not dumb to what you're doing. Okay? We got stuff to do. And we're not hanging around in hospitals now. I'm not believing what the doctor says, so there's no fear. What is your issue? I don't believe in what they're saying. I'm not scared. Fear is nowhere near here. So what are you operating on? What's going on with you, body? Are you liking this attention? Are you like being in the hospital? Because I don't. So somehow we're going to have to come in agreement. Because I can hang out in here while you fall apart, while you fall to pieces, while you just get so sick it don't make no sense. I can hang in here and hang in here and hang in here. I'm life. I cannot die. I'm going to exist. Guess what? When you gone, I get another body. You're blessed to have me. You're blessed to have me. So how dare you treat me this way? I am your God. You are to obey me. I am here. I am sitting here. Get your ass up and change these test results. Get rid of these goddamn antibodies. And you ain't going on no heart list again. You're not going through that again. I will not allow it. So strain your shit up, because they talking about you dying. They're saying if you don't cut this out, you're going to die. Not me, because I can't die. I will forever live on and continue. But they're saying if you don't cut this out, if you don't get control of it, you're going to die. Meaning, you won't see your kids grow up. You won't be able to lay in your husband's arms anymore. You will leave these people heartbroken. You will leave these people missing you. And for what? Death is not after you. Death does not have a part in this. Why are you tempting him? Why are you playing with him? Why are you playing with fate? Like, get your shit together, body. Now, when they call me today, I better get some good news. Because we're in agreement. We're going to live. I am life. And I am life abundantly. I got so much life. I can't die. But you can wither. You can get old. Your youth depends on me. You need me. And I need you. So get it together. Y'all, when they called me today, they told me, what are you doing? Oh my God, these are the best lab results we have received in so long. You are doing good. Now we want to see these antibodies because everything is leveled off. Everything is balanced, Tasha. You have, you have perfect lab results. Like, they were rejoicing over the lab results. Now, these antibody tests come back Friday. I better get a good report. Everything else is in agreement. You better not do nothing. You better not do nothing to throw this off. Because you're going to stand out. We going to know it's you. And not us. It's not the doctors. It's not me. Body, you is standing out by yourself. So if I was you, I'll show out. I'll show out. I'll show them what God is and how God works and what you're made of. Y'all, when I went to sleep, this is what I was preaching on a stage in front of a place that looked like it was an arena full of people. I was talking about healing. I was talking about rejecting. I'm going through rejection, right? I was talking about rejecting the doctors. What all that mess, rejected. But you got to know what to reject. And y'all know the psychological part of my sickness is I was being rejected by my own father. My father died December 2020 from COVID. Well, not COVID, I'm sorry. From cancer. He had frontal lobe cancer. I don't know why I said COVID. But he had frontal lobe cancer, and My biggest issue with him was he was telling people I wasn't his child. So I was feeling rejected. Like I've been feeling rejected for quite some time now. So I believe by me actually being rejected, I projected rejection inside my body, y'all, because it's all psychological. No matter how you want to fight it, no matter how you want to turn it, it's all psychological. So to hear them people tell me if they can't get my antibodies under control in a certain amount of time, I won't have much life left. Oh, I got my boxing gloves on. If I gotta beat my own ass into submission, that's what the fuck gonna happen, because I'm not going no freaking where. This is my life. This was given to me. This was an actual gift. I was born twice. I've had two hearts. I've seen too much to not believe. So we gotta be aligned. We gotta be on the same accord. You can't be speaking against me when I'm telling people they can be healed. You're not going to make me out of a liar, because guess what? I'll make you out of a liar. And you don't want me to turn on you, so you stop doing this to us. Now, when I get that report Friday, they better tell me every last one of them antibodies gone. They better tell me every last one of them antibodies gone, because you can't mess up the flow. The flow is going perfect. There's no fear. So what are you feeding off of? Why are you projecting rejection? Hell, my daddy's gone. That abuse is no more. Those ugly words are no more. So what is your excuse? God isn't rejecting us. God has not rejected you. And matter of fact, God approved of you. He would not have given you to me if you weren't built just right. See, this is how you gotta see yourself when you get sick. You don't get in it. You don't have nothing to do with it, because guess what? You don't. Your breath. You're the intelligence, the breath, the breathing breath, the life that is giving this body permission to get up and lay down and walk around and do things. So if I'm telling you to get your shit together, I mean business, get your shit together and get in alignment with us. And when I say us, I mean my thoughts, my beliefs, my faith, the wisdom that was poured into me, not measured. My wisdom was poured into me. And my wisdom was poured by the hand of God. I dreamed a hole in the ceiling opened up. This picture, this beautiful vase came from the heavens and poured this liquid substance into my mouth. Y'all, it kept going and going and going. There was no measure. Wisdom was poured into me. So you on your own with this sick crap. You on your own, because everything about us is not in agreement with what you got going on inside. These antibodies ain't got no business being in here causing a disruption. You know, it's more systems. It's more than just you immune system. So somehow you gonna have to make a balance with this heart. You gonna have to get in agreement with this heart. You gonna have to recognize that you gonna have to calm your ass down. Stop fighting so much. This ain't the time to fight. Now when COVID came, you did your job. I gotta give it to you. You didn't let me go beg for a breathing machine. You didn't let me go check in a room, a hospital room, for months and months like you doing with this rejection. So if we can put COVID under submission, we can put these antibodies under submission. And you going to get rid of these antibodies. And I'm going to get a good report. Y'all, when they called me today, the news that I got was what I said. They said this is the best lab results we have ever seen. Whatever you're doing keep doing it. Y'all, all I'm doing is not taking in all this shit. All I'm doing is refusing to believe the death words, the dying words, the dying scenarios. How the hell you gonna tell life that it's gonna die? Life looking at you like, what? Life, I'm life. Life don't end. I was created by God. Who were you created by? Because God didn't create you, death. Man did. And if y'all don't believe that, read your Apocrypha and see what the Apocrypha says. It says death was created by man, not God. God is life. Everything God touched comes alive. If God was standing in my room right now, everything in my room would be praising him on down to the smallest crumb in my carpet. I am made in his image. I am him. I can be nothing else. I am made in his image. I know who I am. So, body, you best recognize the power. The power. I am he. I am him. I am his image. I am his reflection. I am what he is made of. I am him. I was created by him. I came from him. I exist because of him. You exist because of him. I am him. So, don't come at me with these deaf words. You're a liar. You will be cast out, body. You will be known as a liar. You will be known as a traitor. As a traitor. Do you want to betray me? Do you want to be a traitor against me? That ain't right. That ain't right. And this is how healing works. You got to get your mind so together that it cannot be changed. Once you get this frame of thinking, don't change it. Y'all, I'm facing death. I don't know how long I'm going to be here. According to the doctors, according to what the test results show. Y'all, I'm speaking against that shit. I'm speaking against it. It can't be. That's not me. I've seen God do too much. Too much. You think he gonna stop now? Hell no. I'm too young for this shit. So I'm riding this thing. Somebody has to be the first. So I'm accepting that I'm the doubter. I am the doubter. You are the essence of your name. Our names were not given to us by mistake. A lot of y'all need to see what your name means. And my maiden name is Tally. Talley. If you remove the E, it's still Tally. Y'all, I collect data. I collect information. I organize. I orchestrate. I put things together. I bring things together. So how can I be something else? It's not possible. It's like healing. How can healing be sick? How can healing die? It's not possible. You are what you are. And I am a living data. I am living data. I am life, and I am life more abundantly. I can't die. There's nothing that can take me out. So, body, you best get on the same accord, because you can be buried. You can be placed in the ground and rot to death. You can be cremated. You can exist no more. You can miss all the hugs and all the love your little family got to give you. But why you gonna check out now? Ain't nothing wrong. Everything is going good. Why would you check out now? You see what I'm saying? And this is what I was teaching y'all. And I had those people being healed right before my eyes in my dream. People were being healed. Limbs were growing back. Teeth were growing back. Vision was coming back. Baldness, hair was growing. I was watching this in my dreams. Y'all, to know that I carry this much power because this is how I believe. I believe when I walk in the room, sickness gotta get the fuck out of my way. I believe when I walk in the room, death will behave. I wanted this. I wanted to be this close to God. And if this what it took to get there, man, I can't do nothing but rejoice. But to know that nobody else has to suffer this issue. And they don't have to hear there's no doubter. There's no doubter. Because that's scary, y'all. That's a scary thing to hear, that you the only one with an issue in the world and there's no doubter on your issue. It's scary. But I am the doubter. And when somebody come after me, they won't have to go through all the crap I done been through. Like it's a solution. I'm the solution. I am the solution. So I am the antidote. How can they speak deaf words to me? It don't match. I can't even accept it. My ears don't want it. My ears turn off to that. So why is this body acting up? Because it ain't fear. I don't believe in the bullshit. So this body on its own acting up. So I see the culprit. I see what's going on. And I ain't having it no more. So my body got it together. And I got that good report today. So Friday, I am so excited about this report coming out Friday. They're going to be shocked. They are going to be shocked. And I'm going to be able to be telling the truth. I'm still going to be in truth when I tell people you can be healed depending on how you believe. Your faith makes you whole. Your faith heals you. And your faith is what you stand on. And you go to your faith and you talk to your faith. Y'all, I pulled my faith to the side. I be like, hold on, faith. What's going on over here? Explain this to me. And faith talks back. You got to separate yourself from this body and be spirit and handle spiritual business and gain spiritual knowledge. Let this flesh be flesh and do what it do. You just check in here and there. It gonna keep moving. It gonna live. It's gonna do what it do. But don't get it twisted. You are not your body. Your body exists because of you. And if it were not for you, your body would be nothing. It wouldn't be no use for it. So today's lesson, don't believe the bush. Trust in your abilities. I dare you to trust in your image. Trust in the phrase, you were made in God's image. Trust that. Test it. Run with it. Print it on a t-shirt. Make a bold statement about it. And when I tell you, this world and the woes of the world will not conform to you, will not connect to you. It'll try, but it won't last. It won't. It's not like that, because I'm not of this earth. I'm not of this earth. I am spirit. I am what God is. And I love it. I love it. I love you guys. And I hope I gave y'all some good today. But these people crazy. They talking about I'm not going to live long. My lifespan running short. If these antibodies keep going, I can't even go back on the heart transplant list. Baby, I don't have to, because God got it right the first time. He don't make no mistakes. He don't make no mistakes. I just had to understand the connection. And I do. And I get it. So guess what? You can't take this knowing out of me. You can't move me. You can't make me believe something else, because you done let me see too much. I love you, and be healed. Do you hear me? Be healed. Be healing. Be healing. Don't ask for healing. Be it. Get inside of it. Swim in it. Eat it. Drink it. Be it. And healing got no choice but to do what it's supposed to do. I did get that good report today. Now I'm waiting on Friday. And I'll come back Friday and let y'all know exactly what this report says. Believe with me, because I love my life. I love my life, and I'm not giving it up. I refuse to give it up. It's it's been too good to me, and it's too fun, and it's too loving, it's too kind, it's too great, it's too sweet, it's too refreshing, it's too exciting, it's too all the good. I don't give a damn how nobody else treat me. I'm my own person. I get to choose who I want to be with, and girl, and not girl. Sorry, and guys. I don't have to be around things that don't mean me no good. Meaning, I don't gotta accept that information. That junk don't mean me no good. Tell that to a non-believer, not me. I'm gonna live. Watch.